is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Partners here. And welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney 2. When we left off, there's wild shit going on between these two. They have some problems they need to hash out.
Yeah.
And they've been trying to for the most part, but it's been resulting in almost death, apparently. But you've been down to the problem of here figuring out why exactly Viridian broke into Pretensi's flat. And thanks to the internet, I've now confirmed what it is, because I would have been wrong on either of my guesses from last time, because I was like, oh, it'd either be the picture or the hand wall print and be like, oh, she poisoned the thing. But I mean,
The hand wall prints?
well,
You mean the wall hand prints?
fuck. I'm so good at words. Anyways,
Right off the bat, let's go.
the vial of poison is where we go, because it makes sense to have the poison first, you know. Okay, you were holding this bottle yesterday. What's more, there was still a bit of medicine inside.
Oh!
The defense examined the bottle, or rather, Mr. Holmes experimented on it,
Yep.
and we determined that the substance was, in fact, Chemical S.
Strychnine.
Chemical S, you say?
Come on,
That's
just
the same
say
poison the
it.
victim ingested. It's my bit. What?
Oh no.
Now the question is, why did you break in Mr. Pretensi's flat? I can only think of one reason. To slather poison on his gas pipe. He's just like, I don't know if you caught, there was an animation for him just going,
No,
it was great.
Poison?
You broke into my flat? Viridian, this may seem strange to you, but the clues all point to a single conclusion. The one who poisoned Mr. Pretensi was you, Viridian Green.
No!
Oh god, she's dead.
Well, oh no.
That's a wonderful little sprite.
Oh dear.
Order! Order! You mean to say that she coated the victim's gas pipe with poison in an attempt on his life?
Yes, my lord. I can think of no other explanation.
But if she laid this trap 6 full days ago, shouldn't this botched murder attempt have occurred sooner? Say, 6 days ago, when the victim put his mouth on the gas pipe?
Well, he has a point. There's nothing that says he did it 6 days ago, though, but perhaps not.
Oh?
Huh?
What?
That evening, there were numerous officers around the crime scene. All through the night, they visited residents in search of information and cooperation. A cautious criminal would have lain low so as to avoid arousing suspicion.
Dude, are you helping us?
Prosecutor Van Zeeks? Well, I mean, he said that, you know, he's not here to defend her.
Yeah, but
You know,
like,
he's here for the
I'm
truth.
just not used to this.
Yeah.
The next morning was when that terrible accident occurred.
Terrible accident. Oh!
His eyes.
The Soseki, the tenant on the first floor.
Yes, as the defense has proven, Mr. Pretensi's motive for blowing into the gas pipe is clear. He wanted to spread gas into Soseki's flat, thereby suffocating him.
Since Soseki's arrest, his flat has been under constant surveillance. As such, Mr. Pretensi had no reason to blow on the pipe. Because his target was behind bars. With the pipe untouched by his lips, the poison lay dormant, waiting to claim a victim.
What happened after that 3 days ago?
I know. That's when we got Soseki acquitted in this very crown court.
Good job, gold star.
Yes, I declared Soseki Natsume not guilty for the stabbing of Viridian Green.
Not guilty. Okay.
Yeah, sorry,
After
not
2 long
guilty
days,
for the stabbing of Viridian Green.
After 2 long days, Soseki was finally able to return to his flat. But that night, his gas went out and Mr. Pretensi collapsed from being poisoned. Which means the poison was on the gas pipe for 4 whole days before it took effect. Zounds! What? Zounds? Zounds?
Zeus.
Bearing that in mind, we can see that this letter was just another part of the plan.
Plan, you say?
Please come to the...
Judge is still shook.
Please come to the Pepper Pavilion on Briar Road at 5 p.m. Please keep this between us. He finished that real quick. Hang on. Okay, hang on, Van Zeeks. We don't have time for this. Hang on while I check the thing here. Please keep this between us. This letter was written with I keep thinking it says jail. God damn, with a goal in mind. Indeed, it was meant to lure the recipient away from his home at the specified time. Let me away. Exactly. It was then that Viridian was able to break into your flat without fear. She knew you'd be out, after all. That's not Viridian wrote it. Later, she stole it back. And while she was at it, she coated the gas pipe in poison.
Boy.
Order in the court. How do you respond, witness?
He's being.
What places are you, wench? Why the bloody hell would you do that to me? Allow me to clarify Miss Green's motive.
Yeah, she never got to be Mrs.
Whoops.
Damn, usually you make those jokes.
Yeah. Y'all may recognize the name I'm about to say. You've heard it plenty of times before. I know what this is leading.
Do you?
Very well. Defense, the court requires further indication. Who is the person that reveals this witness's motive for attempting to murder the victim?
That would be her dead fiancé.
Duncan Ross.
Before Soseki Natsume lived in that flat, there was another tenant before him, Duncan Ross. I thought I'd heard that name somewhere before. 1 month ago in the case that shocked the Empire, the deaths at the cursed flat.
Oh, I remember that. As I recall, there were rumors of death by strangulation caused by the curse of a death row convict.
It was neither a curse nor an accident. Curse. I knew I said it wrong and I was like, oh shit, here we go. Mr. Pretensy blew into this gas pipe, killing Duncan. It was murder.
And he got away with it.
You won't be meddling kids.
No. Oh boy.
That's just how people are, isn't it? All about their curses and impossible deaths. They find something exciting and just drag it out into the light, exposing it to all the world. And when they've had their fill, they forget all about it. All it takes is a single month.
Duncan Ross? That means you're... No. Miss Green was Duncan's fiancé. Fiancé? Mr. Pretensy, you may not have even known who she was. But she knew you well. She knew you as the most vile, despicable monster out there. You weren't just a murderer, but the murderer of her Romeo.
Pretty much.
And so Viridian, for the sake of revenge, you coated his gas pipe with poison.
She's not denying it.
No?
Well, what is going on here? Defense, you're indicting both the witness and the victim? And for two separate crimes at that?
Yeah,
That's
I am.
a new one, isn't it?
Maybe? I don't know. There's been a lot of complicated
That
witnesses
is true.
before. I suppose so, my lord. This boy in black ought to stop taking such deep breaths. He's clearly inhaled some noxious gas, causing him to lose his mind. But what? First of all, why would this man murder another tenant in his building? He had no reason to.
It's always back down to motive.
Of course! It was all right, Reaper. I, the purest Pretensy, refute it all to hell and back.
I'm really sorry, Mr. Attorney. But I'm not going to up and confess to murder either.
Viridian.
Do pardon me for being so bold. But I'm not going to let myself get arrested all because of this man.
But you broke into Mr. Pretensy's flat. If you weren't there to plant the poison, then why were you?
I just wanted to investigate this scoundrel's flat.
Huh?
Yes, I'll admit you sounded like Josh from Drake and Josh.
Huh?
Yes, I'll admit I suspected him. I thought I might be able to find some evidence. Evidence that he had killed Duncan.
Stop prancing. How rude, how villainous, how unholy and just round wench! I, the privatist Pretency, always left the door when I depart from my sage.
Dilapidated as that flat is, the lock is worthless. Once upon a time, Duncan taught me how to open any lock with some turpentine oil and wire.
How brazen yet admittedly shrewd the absolute nerve of this insane wench! You'll be tried for your unlawful entry at a later date. In your search, did you find any of the evidence you were looking for?
I found my letter lying on the floor. I picked it up thinking I might as well take it home, but that's when I saw it. There was a secret cache under the floorboards.
We happened to notice it too.
Inside there was a newspaper, a photograph, and an empty box. Yes, that's it. When I found it, the box wasn't empty.
Did you take it with you? Really? There was something in it? What? Tell me.
Yes,
What? Oh, that key?
it was this cute little key. Oh, he is freaking out about that.
Who are you? It's mine. What on earth?
Mr. Pretensy's face went white as a sheet.
Hand it over right now. It's mine. That's the key to my fortune.
What?
What was that, witness? I'd like to hear more. There must be. There's something inside that room that he's trying to get.
Yeah.
Did you say fortune? No. What's this about a fortune?
It looked too important to be stashed away like that, so I took it for myself. I don't know what it does, but it's only fair after what he'd stolen from me. This clown can't open just one little box. What's the harm?
Give it back, please. It's mine, wench.
Good boy.
Witness, calm down.
Mr. Pretency tried to kill 2 residents of the flat. He succeeded in one attempt. His motive for doing so might just be the key to cracking this case wide open. At first glance, Mr. Pretency's actions don't seem to add up. There's only one reasonable goal that it all stems from. What goal? All the evidence I've found,
Did you
all the
just
things
slap
I've
yourself
seen,
again?
I think it's pointing me toward the one thing that connects these 2 cases.
And the court demands your evidence defense. What evidence reveals that one possible goal from Mr. Pretensy's perplexing actions?
Okay. We obviously haven't seen it much, so we don't have much details on it. But the only thing we have here is that there's a 1,000 pound euro, one of those things.
1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds.
This is like the 4th time.
There's an expensive piece of jewelry that he stole that hasn't been found, which might be what he's looking for.
Yeah.
Now, how he knows it exists, I have no idea. Maybe because he is Selden.
Why do you
so
keep
he'd
going
know
with
it's
that?
there. Why else would he want to go there? Why else? How would he even know? How would he even know of this?
People watched him stop breathing.
He faked his death.
So you're saying all those cellmates lied?
I'm not saying they lied. I'm saying he took a fake death pill like in Metal Gear Solid.
This is not... I was going to say this is not a video game, but...
It is a video game, so
But-
there's any logic that they could really use here.
This is an official police document, isn't it?
Selden's files. How did you get your hands on this?
Whoa. Have you seen it before?
What?
With him...
Yeah, that's
That
like
one
he doesn't
sprite-
do it often, but it's his very angry pose.
Ah.
Selden.
He looked a little different there.
Yeah. First the late Duncan Ross, and then Soseki Natsume. Both of them had one thing in common. They lived in the same flat or the same building.
Yes, indeed.
Before that, Selden lived there. He lived there until he was arrested by the Yard for serial robbery.
You don't say.
Incidentally,
That
this
sounded sarcastic.
You don't say.
yeah. Incidentally, the death row inmate left behind one tremendous mystery. He stole jewelry worth 1,000 pounds. Even now, its whereabouts remain unknown.
Oh, I remember it now. This would be written in that very file.
Dragged 1,000 to the grave. Once he was gone, so too was the jewelry. A certain prisoner was looking after Selden in his final hours. Perhaps in his deathbed, Selden bequeathed something to that prisoner. Specifically, the key to his hidden cache and the treasure within.
Yeah, not freaking faked his own death somehow and then fucking.
Well, I guess he's an escape. Well, I guess he's a former inmate then. I guess he's already got a fucking criminal record. How come y'all don't suspect? I think he's so innocent. He's criminal record, stealing gas. But he's innocent, duh. Okay.
But then there's this key.
Mr. Pretensy, it was you, wasn't it? You were watching over Selden in his final hours. Wait, don't be upset. That's entirely invalid claim. The name of the inmate who stayed with him may not be written in the file. But if we ask the people at the jail, we would quickly see just how unfounded it is.
But even if we did that, why would he need to murder the people living in the prisoner's old flat?
There's only one answer to that.
That's where the.
Selden was
thing is.
hiding the
Yeah.
treasure in his own flat. Really now? Yes, we consider it from that point of view. Then we can better understand Mr. Pretensy's actions after he got out of prison. After Selden's death, this man was released from jail. He then immediately moved to rent a flat at the Gerdem home. However, he wasn't able to rent the room he desired. That flat already had a tenant, Duncan Ross. Using the building's shoddy gas system, he killed the upstairs neighbor. Then he likely thought to seize the opportunity to request that the landlord move him. However, there was already a penny-pinching man jumping at the opportunity to rent.
It must be the defendant, Soseki Natsume.
You decided to use the same technique against Soseki. All of this for one purpose. It was all so you could get your hands on the jewelry hidden in that very flat.
I thought you said fine.
There was no end there, though,
Oh.
so that's why I was gonna say that, but
There wasn't.
I'll double check once the thing moves along here. Looks like I'm gonna drop. Oh wait, this is probably Selden. The treasure is yours. I don't want to put this key
It's
in it.
Batman.
It's in my flat, so go find it. Here's a key. Live your life to the fullest. So, until we meet again, Pretensy.
Never thought I'd hear Batman say pretensy.
Mine? Okay, anyways, I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, no, he just said fee there.
Oh.
Unless there was a typo, but I doubt it. So, mine?
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 Did he say something? Mine? Mine? It's mine? Mine? Mine?
Stop! Stop!
treasure's mine?
Stop! Please!
It's
Please!
mine. The treasure's mine.
Please! Oh God!
Mine.
Oh, that's terrifying. I hate that.
Mr. Pretensy? I'm not confessing anything. I want to know why. You don't have any proof that I killed that guy. No. I'm the victim, you see. Isn't that right, my dear audience?
They're like, what the fuck?
Without aggression, he got laughing on me. At the very least, you don't have grounds to arrest me yet. So you see, I'm the victim. What do you say, everyone?
They're all just like, what the?
Just a little more. I just need more time.
Oh no!
I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to get that treasure. I can't give up now.
What the?
There's no doubt anymore. This man must be our criminal, and he's lost his
Criminally
goddamn mind.
insane. But I fear that with his bizarre tenacity, he may never confess, even if we do corner him.
I have an idea.
Oh?
we still have a way to hammer the last nail in this guy's coffin.
What?
All in pursuit of Selden's legacy, he committed crime after crime. So all I have to do is find the jewelry for ourselves. Unlikely. That floor was already investigated from top to bottom following Duncan Ross's death. Considering I didn't find it before, the item must have been hidden ingeniously.
Without decisive evidence, I'm afraid we cannot call for a verdict.
We're running out of time. If only we had a way to find Selden's legacy.
This time, we finally reached the end. There may be something we can do.
What about the chemical that Sherlock uses to find handprints and stuff?
They're probably not going to accept that because it's, Sherlock's untested play toys.
No, but it'd be a way to find it.
Potentially, but let's see if one way to locate the treasure's hiding spot. Oh my god. My lord?
Yes, defense?
The defense wishes to make a proposal regarding the search for Selden's treasure. At this very moment, we possess a lead that can help us discover its whereabouts. Wait.
What?
I don't know if this is what they're gonna do, but it's brilliant. He obviously knows exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Is there treasure? Give the key to Pretensy. Let him investigate. Like, obviously with the police there, take Pretensy and the key to the flat. He's not gonna be able to help himself to go get it. He's not gonna keep lying. It's like, give him the key, let him go look for it. That'd be brilliant. It's our last hope. Might as well take the chance to use it. After all, we've already used this method once before.
No, they're gonna go with what I said.
The court requests that the defense share their proposal. Present the method through which you intend to locate Selden's hidden treasure.
The picture of the wall finger marks, please.
Okay, I like my idea better of using his greed as a guinea pig, but
Boom.
dang
Boom
it.
shakalaka bitch.
I remember this.
So did I.
Here's where the handprints left by Mr. Pretensy at the crime scene, yes?
Those might work. Hello.
Proud of you.
That's right. Yeah, shut up, Sherlock. The defense has
yeah,
discovered
he's in the
these
gallery
while
now, that's right.
while we undertook our own investigation.
We used a special scientific invention developed by the great detective Sherlock Holmes.
That's me. Good detective. Quit the joke, my lady. You expect such a silly title to strike fear in the heart of me, Pretensy?
Sherlock, are you gonna pipe up?
Of course it wouldn't, my dear Harlequin. Oh, of course it wouldn't, my dear Harlequin. What are you doing here? Why did you get up there? What shouldn't a bailiff have stopped you from jumping from the gallery
No
to the
one
courtroom?
is going to stop the Sherlock Holmes.
After all, that title was just a joke. No! Sherlock Holmes! What are you doing here, great detective? Shouldn't you be frolicking in the rubbish dumps of London's back alleys?
Hey!
Good to see you too, dear Reaper. Is it just me, or have you gotten even paler since the last time I saw you? Mr. Holmes! Looks like he really does know the Grim Reaper.
Mr. Holmes, you know that all the people of London do love and respect you as the great detective.
Aha!
However, you cannot just waltz into the Crown Court as and when you please.
Yes, I can. I just did. See?
Moment, if I may, my lord? Yes, you can. It was Mr. Holmes' technology alone that gave us the opportunity to find a major clue.
What is this clue?
She's talking about finger marks, my lord. An incredible product instantly shows what objects a specified person has touched. And thanks to that, we know about this man's dubious relationship with his gas pipes. There's better things you can blow on, sir, but by using an item someone has touched as a sample, we can create a reagent. In this case, we pulled your fingerprints from one of those teacups. Now, Mr. Nahodo. Sir, what do you recommend I use to get a sample this time? Thank you so much for your help, Mr. Holmes. When Selden was arrested, he was living in Soseki's current flat. What would be the best sample to lead us to the inheritance hidden in that room? That's, I was about to say, we need to have, that was the thing that confused me, is that we need Selden's fingerprints
Yeah.
to transfer the, it wouldn't be his files, because those are police files. Not the vial of poison, not the hidden photo, not the handball prints. That's all. Wait.
The tear! The envelope.
No, we need Selden's.
Oh, Selden.
We need Selden's fingerprints.
I don't know why I was on the pretensy path. Selden's? How would we... there's no...
And it's weird because they even gave us present a person. They literally have present evidence or present a person. But I am genuinely dumbfounded / confused. Confuse-a-founded. Maybe the best sample to lead us to the inheritance hidden in that room. What would give us... And he said right beforehand that remember that it was in Soseki's room. I don't think... Grim, we haven't used the receipt for anything.
No.
That's sitting in there, but I don't know what that would have. That wouldn't happen. That's a receipt from Tattered Tales. That wouldn't have anything like that. The map. Can we use the map and just say check Soseki's flat? But that wouldn't work. We need something that would have his fingerprints on it.
Oh boy.
I am not sure what that would be. Wait.
The key.
Wait. Yes, that's what I was just on. Present Viridian.
Viridian, the
because she has the key. Yes. We both had the same thought at the same time.
We did.
I was so excited I skipped over my line. I was just like,
no.
oh my god, I'm so happy. In order to find the convict's inheritance, we need some kind of sample from him. There's a certain person who's currently holding that clue that will lead us to it. He's ready to grace us with a beautiful display of logic. Now let me ask you, what is the name of the person who possesses Selden's sample? Viridian Green.
Yep.
Look at us go.
God, she's only 20.
Yeah. Miss Green.
Oh, I'll be me.
I'm interested in that key you've got there.
Huh?
That key belonged to Selden. That means it should have Selden's handprints on it, doesn't it? Exactly. Therefore, if we use that key as a sample to create a reagent, we'll be able to see each and every spot of the room that Selden touched. Dear Pretensy, let me just swear to you on my title as a great detective. As long as the inheritance is hidden within that room, I'll have it in my hands in no more than 30 minutes. No. Mr. Pretensy, we finally arrived at the truth. You'll never lay your hands on Selden's treasure.
Jesus Christ.
I see. Mr. Holmes, nothing would make me happier than to offer you this key.
Hey, you! Give that key, yours! Don't snatch that from the detective!
Don't what?
I think it's don't snitch that detective,
Yeah.
but whatever. It's over for you, Pretensy. You've left yourself with only one choice. Confess to your crimes. Oh God. Vanity! Thy name is... Oh. His jewels are... Pretensy!
Oh my god. He, okay.
You okay? Did you just get, like, Street Fighter combo punch? Your hat's gone. And your jewels are gone.
Yep.
Everything's gone. All your fanciness is gone, aside from your fake ass hair.
Jesus.
I never meant to kill anyone. I just wanted to chase him out of this flat. That's all. Also, you could break in and take Selden's treasure. Poor. When that poor young man died, did you not think to move to the room yourself? Of course. I begged and begged for it, but landlord only refused. I wonder why. Probably because you weren't paying your fucking rent.
Yeah.
But, because I fell behind on rent. 3 months behind. Well, I kind of feel worse for Mr. Garrett here.
Yeah.
Before long, they began maintenance on the gas pipe, leaving me no chance to sneak in. And right after that, a Japanese man moved into the room.
That would have been Soseki.
It's been 5 days now. 5 days since that Japanese man was arrested for that stabbing on Briar Road.
You're borderline Sherlock right now.
He's not,
I'm so used to this.
he's not dramatic right now.
No.
He's now just, there was the perfect chance to make my move, but it was wrong. It was blockaded so the police could investigate day and night.
Thinking back on it now, Mr. Holmes spent an entire day reading books in that flat. Oh yeah, remember?
Yeah.
To be or not to be, Master Naruto.
I never got the chance to enter this room, let alone search it. Then the night Soseki was acquitted and returned to the flat, he tried blowing into the pipe one more time. Now it was then that you fell for a trap that was laid just for you.
William Pretency, to be or not to be?
Alive!
That is the question. Is that how it goes?
It's a line from Act 3, Scene 1 of William Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Nerd, I've got the answer to your question.
It's called Cultured Woman.
People like you should not be.
Oh!
Damn. Oh. Oh.
Oh. She just straight up said, you shouldn't exist. Oh.
It's like, you should just die. Okay? I tried.
Yeah, she did!
Some higher power stopped me, but you're gonna die soon anyways.
At first, I really believed it was just an unfortunate accident. Even now, I remember the day before he died so vividly. This poor woman.
The gas in the flat is really shoddy. It bothers me no end.
The gas? Why?
Last night, my gas stove suddenly went out while I was sleeping.
That doesn't sound good.
Maybe it's that convict's curse or whatever.
You can't stay in that flat. Please. I don't care how cheap it is. You need to get out of there.
All right. It'll be tough, but for you, darling, I can find a better place to live.
We have a guest room. Why don't you stay with us tonight?
I'll be fine. You promised to graduate before I meet your parents, remember?
Oh my god. He died that night all because of the gas.
That's so fucking
that
sad.
Sucks. That sucks.
Oh my god! If only I had known, I would have made him come home with me. Not a day goes by that I don't regret it. I can't even go to class anymore. I visited that house on Briar Road so many times. One day, I saw that hunched-over Asian guy with the mustache. He was having a meal at the shabby shanty, so I decided to sit down next to him. He was having some kind of watery soup while arguing with the owner.
I tell you, my flat is cursed at the bottom! The rumors are all true! It's the ghost of that death row convict! He nearly choked me to death! When I woke up, my gas stove had gone out, freezing the room. The room was brimming with gas. I was all alone, about to breathe my last. There's nothing wrong with the pipes, I promise you, weirdo! How rude they were!
What does it all mean? Duncan is already dead. So why does the curse still hang over that flat? That's when I remembered. A long time ago, I happened to overhear some gas men talking.
Talking about what? Could it be?
You all know about it by now, too. It's the gas company's method of inspection.
If you blow with enough strength into a gas pipe, the flames in the building may go out.
Since then, a flame of doubt has burned in my heart, one that can't be blown out. Was that really an accident? After the thought first crossed my mind, there was no turning back. I bought this from the black market over in the East End.
It's a wild place, man.
Yeah,
Black market. Damn.
I went there when I heard the rumors. You really can buy just about anything there.
Kind of concerning.
But when I bought this, my decision was already made. Was that an accident, or was it murder? I had to find the truth for myself.
And your method for finding the truth was simple yet decisive. All you had to do was slather the poison on the mouth of the pipe and wait. Mr. Pretense he was innocent, that would have been the end of it. But if he was guilty, the poison would enact your revenge.
Mm-hmm. William Pretency. I wrote this letter after looking over the list of suspects. Oh, there is something I must tell you regarding Duncan Ross's death. Please come to the Pepper Pavilion on Briar Road at 5 o'clock p.m. on the 17th of February. This information is very important to you. Please keep this between us. If he did the deed, then he would have been guaranteed to leave his flat. I was certain of it.
The party did.
It was clear then which gas lamp was the culprit. All I had to do was coat it with the poison I had brought. I wanted to pray that I was delusional, that my evil trap would forever go unsprung. But I couldn't, because all I wanted was for my evil trap to find its mark. Oh.
Welp.
That's so fucking sad.
Yeah.
God.
God damn! These have been an interesting 3 days. When you first stood at the defendant's stand, I thought your case was as simple as could be.
Oh, my lord!
How the hell do you keep winding up in these god-forbidden situations?
I am cursed still somehow. It's the curse of being stuck in all these fucking stupid situations.
You're blind to the depth of the darkness that you were so helplessly engulfed in.
There's something I find even more baffling, Japanese boy.
What is it, Lord Van Zeeks?
The fact that it was you who was fated to accompany me into that darkness.
Such an angsty man. But now I'd say we finally clawed our way out of the depths. Miss Green,
Yes, my lord.
the bailiff will soon restrain you. We ought to be arrested for the attempted murder of William Pretency.
I won't fight, my lord.
Oh.
You as well, William Pretency, for the murder of Duncan Ross. You will also be tried on suspicion of attempting to murder Soseki Natsume.
Can't wait to see you hanging from the gallows later. Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Attorney.
Yes?
Yesterday at the hospital, you stopped me.
Of course. You had a bottle of poison in hand, like you were going to end it all right there.
Honestly, I still don't... Uh-oh.
No! No!
Honestly, I still don't
No, game, how dare you! I've got so much to go back through to get to this point!
That's right. We haven't been able to save because it's been one huge cutscene, technically.
Well, I mean, I could have saved at any point, but I wasn't expecting the game to do that.
Oh, wow. Y'all ever just
Y'all ever just... fucking hell. I'm gonna und myself until this fixes itself, so be right
boy.
back. Hey, I fixed it. Here we go.
Okay.
Now you can finish your line.
Honestly, I still don't understand what was going through my mind at the time. To be or not to be, that is the question. It's really a tough question. Poor girl.
Well, right now I'm glad you chose to be.
Same.
What?
And
You're precious. And you've been
think
through a
that-
lot.
I think that deep inside, you're glad that Mr. Pretense survived the poison. That's what I chose to believe. Choose to believe.
Oh.
Because I decided not to choose death. You were able to bring the truth to light. Thank you, Mr. Attorney.
Oh, Viridian.
Poor thing.
Defendant Soseki Natsume,
Yes, my lord.
I can declare with certainty that you're not guilty of any crimes you've been accused of.
Again.
Again. Thus, members of the jury, the court requests the right to declare this man not guilty.
Of course. We have no objections.
You will now deliver the final verdict for the defendant Soseki Natsume. Not guilty!
Yay!
Shoot those fireworks!
There's your confetti. Where is it? Bing, bang, 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 bang.
Nice.
Celebration. We did it. Sorry I had to see that
Huzzah!
again, Soseki. Wish you
Yeah.
weren't here in the first place.
Didn't he say at one point that he hopes he never has to see those fireworks again or something?
But I think so.
And with that, the court is now adjourned.
And if he hasn't, he probably thought it.
Yeah. Shut up, car. Stupid car out there in the background. Sounds like a tin can rolling down the road.
It's a big
Anyways.
tin can.
All right.
Aw.
Yeah, it's true. I knew it. Reap what you sow.
Hey!
You rip when you rip your sow, whom? Mr. Mustache, your cup must be especially itchy today. Or if you're so itchy, you could just lop off that bushy stash of yours.
No, you see, you have got the wrong idea.
You reap what you sow. It means God won't overlook evil for long.
Sepsilosu Naruto, I can't believe it. You've done it again. You've saved my life.
I'm just going to help you out, Soseki. Again. Congratulations. This time you really are a free man.
Now get out of here.
Get the hell out of here.
Get out.
Run.
Go. Be free.
My first memory of British literature was through stories written on mere paper. Then, by some trick of fate, I arrived in the very land where those stories were born. But no matter how I tried, I could never come to love the city of brick and stone. I hold myself up in my flat, whiling away the lost days lost in old books.
Poor Soseki.
But due to the events of this past week, you found yourself dragged out of your musty, dark flat.
It was then that I was forced to experience a lifetime's worth of human trial and tribulations. And for the first time, I believe I've finally penetrated the British fog and seen the Brits for who they truly are. Fucking wild-ass monsters.
Oh, please. It's not as complex as that. No matter where you go, we're all like on the inside.
You're right. I finally understand that. I believe I also understand what so fascinated me about British literature in the first place. All of humanity fights desperately to live on, with the same basic desires in our hearts.
Yeah, I think I feel the same way.
And now, I've finally made my decision. I should end my study abroad here. It's time to return home to the Empire of Japan.
Huh?
But you've only just made your first friends in Britain.
Truly,
I'm so sad.
I'm so reluctant to depart, but I'd like to carry home the knowledge I've gained and try my own hand at writing. Something like a novel, perhaps?
My goodness. You'll be creating your own literature, Soseki?
Oh, please perish the thought! It would be ridiculous to call my scribbles literature!
That's exactly what you're planning, isn't it, Mr. Mustache?
I love how he just calls him Mr. Mustache.
I suppose so. The only thing I can be certain of is that I want to write. That's all.
When you do, I would love to read it.
Yes, well, that's all well and good. Anyway, once again, you've won your client's freedom. And against the Grim Reaper, no less. Oh, right.
Those who stand accused against him are beyond saving.
I do understand the desire to put an ocean between the two of you.
Well, even if that was the sole reason for Soseki's departure, nobody would think any less of him for it.
No. No! I swear! No, you see, you've got the wrong idea!
Hold it. It's already been 6 months. In that time, Soseki went home and reported on those 2 trials. Having read the reports, Professor Mikotoba paid him a visit. Immediately after, Susato was ordered to return to Japan, under the pretense that her father had fallen ill.
Under the pretense?
God damn it. I knew you would do that. At this point, only one explanation comes to mind. It was the day after the trial. In Soseki's flat, we finally uncovered Selden's treasure. Weird. So it's because of Selden?
Huh. Hi.
Such what?
I can't believe it. This is incredible. You hardly needed a single day to find it.
I'm pretty sure you said it would only take half an hour, but whatever. Well, what did I tell you? Finger marks are godsend at times like these. Don't you agree, good inspector?
Look at him, happily chomping away at his fish and chips. I'm not sure happily is the correct word here.
That was my job.
Forget him. There was a hidden cashmere into the ceiling.
The ceiling?
Come on, tell us. What treasure did you find? Let us come face to face with the Selden's legacy, friends. What is this?
Whoa. It looks to be a collar.
A collar? Never seen a collar this big.
There's blood on it.
Yes, there is.
Wow, look at all those pretty jewels. This thing is definitely worth £1,000. Maybe I'll put it on my belt. What's this? There's some dark stains on the inside of the collar.
Hey. You think what I'm thinking? Could it be blood? It's absolutely covered in it.
Maybe I won't put it on my belt.
Smart idea, Iris.
And look at this. Seems to be some sort of emblem. It's a large bee with a small crown adorned on the top of it.
An emblem?
Oh, it really is. It's the Hound of Baskerville!
Christ.
What was this emblem again? I could swear I've seen it somewhere before.
That's enough, friends.
What?
Huh? What's the problem? It looks like he's seen a ghost. Come on, Inspector. Take it away.
Do you know something we don't, Sherlock?
This is extremely important evidence. Lock it away as securely as possible. Okay. Get your hands off that thing. Hand it over and nobody gets hurt. Hurry up! I'll hurt you if I throw my fish and chips at you. I've never seen such a large dog collar before. It may have been adorned with gaudy jewels, but that wasn't all. The last sight of it will never fade from my memory. Those ominous stains dyeing the collar amber held the more sinister truth. Could it really have been blood?
When you made Sherlock get all serious, you sounded like Egg Benedict.
Oh no.
He did!
Let's pretend he doesn't exist in this game.
Let's pretend he doesn't exist! He only exists in the first game. The sequel, he doesn't.
Exactly.
Oh, what a weird case, but it's all over now.
You look happy, Iris.
Yep, I was wondering what I should do for this month's edition. But I think I'll write about this case. I bet it'll make a great story.
Oh, we just covered the next chapter of the adventure of Sherlock Holmes.
The Adventure of the Popped Balloon and The Adventure of the Cursed Stash. I could send it in as duology.
It doesn't have a ring to it.
Yay! Oh, I just can't wait.
Should probably rename it.
Uh,
Iris, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure, Holmesy.
I'm sorry, but you can't write about this specific case. I mean it.
Oh, why not? It'll be so good.
If you must, you can write the first one. But the second one is off limits. Do you understand me, Iris?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow, Sherlock becoming the parent for once.
Yeah,
I'm shook.
wow. Not used to that.
漱石さんの2つ目の事件は 闇に葬られた
But this is a second case faded in obscurity.
今ならわかる気がする
But now I think I
な
understand
ぜあの時ホームズさんが事件の発表を禁じたのか
why Mr. Holmes forbade Iris from publishing that story.
全てが一つにつながるにはもう少し時間が必要だった。
But it will still take some time for all the pieces to come together.
物語が再び動き出したのは佐藤さんの手紙が届いて2ヶ月後。
2 months after Susado's letter, my story will begin anew.
It sounds like you're translating.
かのロンドン万博の最中に起こったのだった。
It all started with a murder during the height of the World's Fair.
Oh boy.
I actually think the Hound of the Baskervilles thing is the tie to this all, and that's why in the last game Sherlock took the manuscript away from her and put it away and said, "No, you can't do this one.
No.
you can't do that. That one's not allowed." Well,
The Great Departed. The Return of the Great Departed Soul?
that is the next episode, but unfortunately,
It's
that
not
one's not
translated yet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we have
No.
reached the end for now. According to the people that are making it, I mean, they have set no ETA, because they don't want to do that kind of thing. They've said they're close.
Yeah.
When exactly they'll come out, we don't know. Which means it's time to move on. It's time to move away from not just this game, but for Ace Attorney for a while.
No.
Yeah, there's no more daily Ace Attorney. I know, right? It's so weird. This is all we've done for a fucking over a year and a half, almost 2 years at this point.
It's pretty much 2 years.
Yeah, almost. Just 4 months shy of 2 years.
God.
And I'm gonna put out a text post after this comes out so that people can also read more of it, because I'll do updates. And we know that there's the Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game, and we do plan to play that. One reason why we're not is because when I was just trying to skim through and see things, there's a lot of touchscreen stylus 3DS based puzzles that are very Layton-esque that it would be very ineffective to do in our current recording setup, so I'll have to change it in the first place to make that be more effective. But it'll also be nice to move on to something else, and I think most people know what we're going to be doing next anyways.
Yep, it's what a lot of you have wanted for a
Oh,
long time.
For real. And now Wild Ride's going to start tomorrow.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Strap on in, everybody. It's going to be a wild ride.
I'm scared. Change scares me.
Oh no.